Hello, everybody. How you doing? My name is Larry D. Reid, as you can see right there in the corner. And I am the host of Larry Reid Live that comes on every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But then sometimes we just pop up when there's something that needs to be taught a darn about. And I want to talk about what I just finished watching on TV. I made some posts and seemed like that would have been enough, but it seemed like I still got something in my bellies that I want to get out and discuss with you. And I'm doing this. This is not the regular show that comes on every Monday at 7 p.m. I'm normally on the set in the studio, but I'm in my bedroom. But I'm using StreamYard, which I normally don't use, except now that I started shooting from my bedroom a lot. It allowed me to shoot to Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So I can talk about BET Network. They're two gospel shows. I still ain't 100% done got over them taking Bobby Jones off. That's the number darn one. And then you put that George show that was up there, and that ain't do good. We know they weren't gonna do good. But anyway, the Sunday best competition. When y'all gonna bring back Celebration the Gospel? Do you want to do Celebration the Gospel no more? There was another show y'all had. Y'all just throw it all that away. But anyway, Sunday best, and then they done the Stellar Wars, and it was back to back. So before I get into that, make sure you hit like and share, and make sure you text the word Larry Live with no spaces to 33222 so you can always be notified before I go live from the studio and even from my bedroom. So make sure you stay in contact and be prepared for tomorrow's show, because tomorrow we have to discuss some things on tomorrow's show. And I want you guys, I'm going to open up the lines and make sure we get all the way into these conversations, because we got to talk about the whole robbing them. What's going on over there at Sweetie Pies? We got to discuss that. I got stuff I need to say. I'm going to tell y'all everybody who's involved and some stuff behind the scene that I found out. We also are going to be discussing some things concerning Leandria. Some other stuff that's done popped off y'all don't know nothing about. So we're going to be talking about that, and just some stuff in the news that's going on between two of the girls from y'all used to watch Charm. I used to like Charm. Them three, Phoebe and them, they fighting on Twitter. So we're going to talk about that. And there was a confession of one of probably your most favorite white boy stars that just confessed something you probably don't know nothing about. But I'm going to talk about what he said concerning loving, being in love with trans women. So that's going to be tomorrow. But right now we're going to talk about this that I just seen on BET. Sunday Best, and then also Stellar Rewards. Let me repeat. I'm talking about the Stellar Rewards and Sunday Best. Two shows. Because we got the Cora doing what she's doing out here in these streets, we didn't get a chance to talk about who had on what and what they look like. We normally go through the good and the bad and the nearbys. You remember that? That should be up there on my website on one of these channels. But we had two shows and we had one host. I said we had two shows and we saw one person two times. Did y'all hear what I said? I said we had one show, but we saw one person two times. I'm talking about the Stellar Reward and then the Sunday Best. We saw two shows, but one person we saw two times. I've always enjoyed his hosting. I've always enjoyed his hosting, but it seems like this year, y'all know I got 5 nerds. But when it first came on, and I love his music. He's great. But When it popped up, this your boy, your nephew. I said, you know what? I'm tired. They mean to tell me that the whole BET ain't got nobody else that they know that they can have it in the middle of the screen hosting this here show. I am sick. I got 5 nerves. 2 were took out immediately. 2 just took out. So what? You mean to tell me he got to be the one to host this? And then they done the commercial for the Sunday best that were coming up after. I said, Lord, I forgot I'm gonna see him. Once I got to look at my whole again and something else from Baby Gap. So what in the world? But I'm gonna tell you, he be wearing some. I'm gonna tell you, I didn't know Children's Place has so many beautiful different outfits to put on Curtis. He was Curtis Franklin. They ought to get Baby Gap Children's Place. They ought to give him what you call when they give it the packages when you wearing their stuff. And those of you that dress people, y'all can tell me when they dress folk up. They should give him a big old gift card for him to get all his clothes as we're going through the different seasons. So y'all tag Children Place and tag Baby Gap and tag them places so they can get some outfits. So that was number during while I was sick of that. But I'm gonna tell you what I was glad to see. Now, there ain't too many voices that God done sing like to me. He done put inside of people's throat. Now that's them Pace sisters, them Clark sisters, Tremaine Hawkins, even Dante McClurkin. Who else is there? Y'all know them voices, them folk got you like that right there. God put that in there right there. That's God put it there. There are more people than that, but I'm talking right quick off the top of my head, off the top of my dome. And that Tamala man, she married, so I ain't gonna say what I want to say. But that woman, her voice is blessed. You hear me? Her voice is blessed. Now, I was sick of hearing slow songs. There was 159 slow songs that were featured on tonight's Stellar Reward program. And that got up under my skin because let me say something to the gospel music industry. And I hear this. I should do gospel radio promotion, and I am a Stellar Award nominated artist, so I can have critique. I'm be careful what I critique, but I'm still saying I can. It ain't like I'm somebody way over here and I do this over here and I ain't got no kind of gifts and skill and talents for this over here, so I can critique. Whoever is programming these darn shows, you remember, we do not, the chorus out here, we already at the house, y'all gonna put us to sleep by playing there was 159 slow songs. Don't do that no more. Don't put all these songs back to back, slow. But you can let Tamla sing us a slow song anytime, it don't even matter. I was sick of slow songs by the time she got out there, but when that girl opened up her mouth and she started singing, I call her ballad baby. I used to call her big ballad baby, but she ain't big no more. She's a scurvy. Ballad baby. That's the ballad baby queen. That she can take a ballad and just make you feel all right. She do that to you. And so I enjoyed that. I also enjoyed, there was something about, what's the boy? Zacardi Cortez. There was something about Zacardi Cortez's song. Now, y'all tell me what you think. In fact, I'm on StreamYard, so I may look in there and have one of y'all to come up here. On Zacardi Cortez segment, to me, there was something about his slow song. Everybody done slow jam. There was something about his slow song that touched my heart. I think that when they zoomed up on the picture of his family, and then the lyrics of his song was talking about, how his mama first put him on the stage and how he was scared to death and now where he is. And said, let me stop talking about you. Let me talk about you. I enjoyed it. Did y'all enjoy that? I enjoyed this. Something about them, something about that felt authentic. I really felt that moment. That thing touched me. I don't know what it is, because my mom used to push me, make me go out there and sing and stuff. Or maybe that was what it was, but something touched me on the inside. I was blessed by that part. Corin Hawthorne. Now, this was the light-skinned girl. It has a little husky talking voice, a little sexy talking voice. She was standing aside Curtis Franklin. And then on the side was who I heard tonight they call J-Mac, which is Jonathan. Now, Jonathan McReynolds' throat, I've always said this, is like butter. It's like butter is in there. And when he's saying, it's just so, that voice, I'm going to tell you who he reminds me of. God, what is that guy name? He is on IG. His voice is a mix of Jay Moss and that guy on IG. I can't think of his name. He always have a good title, like he might be an African. He don't really look American. I can't think of his name. If somebody know his name, put him there. But he always have a good thought. But that, and then they had Mali. Now look. Hands down, Mali changed gospel music. Let me explain. Mali came in from with a perspective and a lens vocally for men that we had never had before. It impacted an entire generation. Let's go ahead and just say that. Let's go ahead and just say that. Now, everybody don't give him that credit, but Mali, when I say change, he impacted gospel in a unique way that was just as impacting as, let's see, who are the males that came out that impacted, and because even men started singing like him and trying to, and sounded like him, like Travis Green. I'm just playing because him and Travis Green was actually friends, so their voices sound very similar because they actually was friends. At least that's what Yolanda Adams said. I heard Yolanda Adams say that, so that's what she said. But anyway, but they don't. It seems like they don't want to give Mali that credit. But Mali is like a staple in gospel, and him coming out and what he did through MySpace and them CDs, that music he was putting out. I'm just saying, you know, it's just a little joke. I was talking about Travis Green. That was a little joke. Just a little joke. Y'all can't take no joke. Y'all know when he first came out, you thought you were Mali. Y'all know y'all did. Everybody did. Okay, but anyway. Now, what the next thing I enjoyed? The Hawthorne girl. Her song was slow, like it was one of the 159 slow songs that was on the what's the name. But her song, I felt like I want Paper Papa Say no more. Now, y'all know I'm Paper Papa Say. I didn't feel like I was Paper Papa Say no more listening to a song. I felt like that my ghost just stepped out and just said, it's no longer holy in here what you're watching. Let me just step out here in the hall while you finish watching this Corin Hawthorne. So I just turned her down so my ghost to come back and sit back down in my spiritualizations, because I can't afford to be without the ghost. I can't. I'm not Larry Reid. I'm Aquarius and I'm crazy. Holy, saved, sanctified, but he's a keeper. And now my ghost can't be stepping out because you up there singing R&B in the name of Jesus. You say what you want to say. That's an R&B song. But the girl can sing. The girl can sing. And she is talented. Don't y'all get funny in them comments. That girl can sing. She can. She can. She was a blessing tonight. And she did really well with hosting. And Jonathan did too. We tired of Kurt. I mean, we love you, Kurt. Y'all, Kurt. Let me see if I text. Tell him. Y'all just tell him. We love you, but I'm just saying, go. We don't want to see a now another award show. If you end up on that, now you can stay on Sunday Best because we nearby used to it. But then putting you on another gospel thing, no, you ain't the only person that can do that. No, it's time to give somebody else that space. I ain't gonna quite say what Paco said. Speaking of the walls, now we know what Paco was saying because we all saw the flyers that went out that the walls group were gonna be up there, but we blinked. They pulled a disappearing act tonight. I wonder, does Zacardi Cortez take their spot? Did we see anybody on the program that won't gonna be on the program? Because they was on that flyer. Now that I know. But I'm pretty sure because of the sextivities that was released by the elder brother that got out and was leaked out every during when. Probably that's the reason why they took them off, because they know we can't have you up here right now singing about the Lord. And we see you mounting the backside of a young man and slicing his bread. Yes, he was in his bread basket. That's the best way we can put it, because I'm a Christian. The show ain't saved, but I am a Christian, and I ain't gonna say certain words. Nancy, if you watching me, can you go get the manufacturing make and model off that wash machine and text it to me right quick? The one that's messing up on the top floor. Okay. All right. So I understand why. Because if they stick where they was, wait a minute. My spiritualization, my tingle tingles, that's my tingle tingles, because this might not be God, because in my spiritualization, that's something different. The ghost sitting there. My tingle tingles is just, my tingle tingles is telling me, wait, who took them off that program? Paco? Call me. Sir the Baptist, call me. Was it Curtis? Now on y'all pages, y'all keep talking about Curtis. What's it Curtis? Is he the gatekeeper? He was on both the Reward Show and on the Sunday Best. And he was the only mentor this time, when they used to have other mentors. He was the only mentor for the singers. Y'all ain't even noticed that. Wait a minute now. My tingle tingles is taking me down somewhere. Seems like I'm getting into something. Wait. Paperwork been signed in the back with the show. There's some rights he owned. What? That'll come out. Whenever it come out, we'll talk about it here. But anyway, get back to what I was talking about. Now there are 2,107 of you watching me between Facebook and YouTube. Make sure you hit like and share. Yes. I would have took the Walls group off too, because you just never know what could have went wrong in between that. Lord, my feet is cold. Do you ever do like me? I don't care what time of the year it is. I need a little piece of heat on my toes and on my feet. All right, now we still talking about the Stellar Rewards. It was nice to see Don Jackson. Now, for me, because I'm a Stellar Award nominated artist, so I've been to the Stellar Awards either for me or for somebody else, or working radio on Thursday or something. Now, he looked better on this TV screen. Some people needed the chorus. Because to me, Don Jackson always looked like he was sleepy. He always looked like he was so tired. And I said, this man is tired. I said, don't nobody see this man that's tired except me. And he looked like he had some good sleep tonight. Don Jackson. Don. I don't know with the makeup. I don't think about that. You had some sleep. And see, the chorus blessing some folks, because some of y'all running too damn much. They sit at the house and chill. So God bless Don Jackson and all of them, and your daughter and them, and Ivy and all of them. Okay. All right. Now, what else has happened at the Stellar Rewards? Let me tell you who I thought came across so personable. I said this last year in her outfit, because Tasha Cobbs, sometimes call her Tasha Cobbs County, because this Cobbs County right here, she be around here. Tasha Cobbs, Tasha going on the Cobb, Tasha. That man she married, has changed her whole life. See, y'all don't be paying attention where I be paying attention. And Lisa can tell you, because I think we was on the Bobby Jones gospel show, the last one, and the same day she had recorded the same day my group had recorded. Now, Lisa met her and she felt like she wasn't that nice. But I told Lisa, I said, something done changed inside of this here Tasha. You know, she pastoring now, which I talked about that last year. I said, I heard that she's going to be pastoring her church. And now it's done happened. But let me tell you this here, because she pastored with her husband. That man broke every chain. Now, y'all know Tasha known for, there is power in the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. There is power in the name of Jesus to break every chain, to break every chain, to break every chain. Listen here. I think her husband broke her chains because she dressed 10 times better. She always looked so happy. And the night I feel like she came across so personable. Is it just me? She came across so personal. I was like, oh, look at Tasha. She seemed like she's just so happy. She seemed to be so honored for a Stellar Award, although she got 159 of them. And I'm saying she just come across so personal. I said, that husband, because I said it last year. Let me say this and make sure your children are not around, but you listen to me. All men, we have a superpower. Some folk call it the snake. Some people, they call it the one-eyed devil. Some people, they call it some things I can't say, but we call it here peen. There is power in peen. And wherever peen go, we place our power. I conclude that her husband is the power that broke every one of her chains. This girl is in a whole new place. And she looked happy. She came across personal. God bless her husband. I believe if somebody is watching me, you probably know Tasha. You text her and ask her, has she noticed a change in her own self since she got married? Some of these church women that saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost, what they need is ping. They love the Lord. They've been praying and waiting on him a long time. That's why they be so upset and eating a whole lot and stuff, because they ain't got no pain. Ain't got a piece of pain nowhere. And that thing will tear your life up. It'll tear your life up. Women have to have it at some point in time in their life. And I know some of you that listen to me, I know I'm saved and there's me and Jesus now. Where at some point in your life, you had to have some pain, because there's power in it, and you need power placed in you. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. Let me go to the next topic, because I don't want to get too deep, because this ain't Patreon. But if I was in Patreon, I keep it. I come right down the middle with it, so you can understand what I'm saying. That girl life been changed. Look at Kiara Sheard. Oh, that's a whole nother thing. Now, I didn't mind Kiara been on both shows. I didn't mind that. Kiara got Twinkie and Karen in her throat and a little bit of Dorinda. I mean, all the Clark sisters in the inside of her. They're gonna live forever. I didn't mind. Look at Kiara. She done got that man done put that ring on her finger, and it's like something is done broken inside of her. Power. I'm trying to tell you. Now, I'm not suggesting that he has already placed power in the inside of her. I'm not suggesting that. I'm not saying that. Don't put words in my mouth. But just the fact that it's just hanging around and be around the house, and it's a scepter. It's a scepter. Are you hearing what I'm saying? And wherever it go, power go. And let me let that be. All right, now, there was something else that happened during the Stellar Reward show that I want to talk about. Ty Tribbets. All right, let me say this. Now, we saw Ty Tribbets have a rant not too long ago on the IG, and I was concerned because he was going from thing to thing, and his thoughts were broke up. In fact, I think I only talked about that in Patreon. It worried me because I said either he's smoking something, or either I just never seen his personality, and he just naturally act like he can stand a little bit of Ritalin, a little piece of Ritalin. And that could just be that. Because my nephew is like that. My nephew, Santa, he's very musically gifted and artistic. And sometimes you're like, Santa, calm down. Have anybody got some Ritalin? A pill, something. A calm down. A calm down. A calm down. So maybe that's what that was. But this here night, that song he fought for, because he said he had a fight with the label because they were saying he couldn't do it. But this song, it can be all right. I got cracks and stuff in my voice, I ain't warmed up. We're gonna be all right. Hallelujah. Wait a minute. Wait. I think I realized this last time. It's popping in my head. Is that Kendrick Lamar song? Wait. That's Kendrick Lamar song. Wait a minute. Kendrick Lamar, the rapper. Don't ask how I know. I'm still paper Bible saved, but I have to make sure I know everything that's going on in the world. Because that was on his album called, what is the name of that song? I think it's called All Right. Is it Kendrick Lamar, All Right? Yeah. Wait a minute. Let me check something, y'all.
I remember you was conflicted. I'm fucked up, homie. Down before. Nigga, when I be all right.
Oh. Kendrick Lamar, you wash your mouth out with soap. But you did hear what I said. Yeah, okay, now hold on now. So y'all text Ty Tribbett and see that he asked Kendrick Lamar, can he borrow his hook in his song? Because that's similar to her. But anyway, Kurt Franklin do the same thing. Kurt Franklin stole my song. You take a little piece of somebody's song, do something. So, but this is a nice song. This is a nice song. We gonna be all right. Yeah, hallelujah. We gonna be all right. All right. All right. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. We gonna be all right. Oh, Jesus, hallelujah. Make everything. So y'all text Ty Tribbett and see that he asked Kendrick Lamar, because he can mess around being caught. We're gonna be talking about you on Larry Live. No, Ty. I enjoyed Ty. They should have put him middle way of all them slow songs to break it up some, because it had ran me all the way low. Now, mind you, I ain't got but 5 nerves, and saying Kurt during the reward show, and then on the advertising saying that I got to watch him again, 2 of my nerves ran right away. So by this time, I only had 3 left. So had they put Ty in the middle part, I would have came through the reward show probably with all my nerves, because when stuff go right, when you lose 2 nerves or 3 nerves or 4, when stuff go right, they can bring them nerves right back. But I had lost so many of my nerves. It was so slow. Who did that? That made us sad. We already got the car right. Everything was dragging. No, you've been going through. Oh, let me tell you who I enjoyed this time. Light-skinned guy with the wide hips, with the brown, with the gray eyes. What is his name? Not JJ Harrison. I enjoys him too. He always he sings masculine. He always sings, "Rah, rah." So he always look like he gonna kill the devil when he talking out his songs. Rah! I enjoy him. What's a wide hip man? Let me see if y'all got wide hip man. Fortune. That's it. Y'all know me and James Fortune have had a little, but we talked and we all right now. We all right now. It was wild. I might hit him up in the inbox, say something that was funny, yeah, with a little back and forward. Try to get him come back on the show because he explained to me, because I got upset with him because when he broke up with his first wife, Cheryl, who is a gospel artist, and then he got on the radio talking about his new wife, he sort of, in my opinion, it wasn't that nice towards Cheryl. And then he explained to me, I wasn't trying to be mean to Cheryl. I was telling my truth. I said, when you telling your truth, it's not you talking sideways to Cheryl. But I get it and I understand it. So when I saw him tonight, I'm like, well, look at James. He coming back on the scene. Because when he messed up, now I ain't going to tell you what I did because you're going to say he deserved it or what was alleged he did. But they throw that man away. They throw James Fortune away so fast. We blinked. He was gone. Wait a minute. Everything was James radio. Because that's how Willie Moore Jr. came on the scene. Quiet as it's kept. But God always has a way. So make you think, was James Fortune supposed to mess up? So that Willie Moore, because he was on put that phone on top of a cardboard box what it told us and was talking about Whitney Houston man did. And that's how he got discovered, had the viral thing on YouTube. Who knows? But anyway, they throw them away. All right, on to the next thing. I'm taking too long. I supposed to be done in 30 minutes. All right, what's the what else in the Stellar Reward show I want to say something about? I done forgot. All right, let's go to the Sunday Best. Okay, so Sunday Best came on right after. Lord have mercy, Jesus. This your boy, this your nephew. If somebody don't come get Curtis off my screen. Anyway, let me confess something. I did not watch every show of the Sunday Best because don't y'all kill me for this. Because y'all give her a hard time, You may think I give her a hard time. I just tell the truth because I didn't like what she did, but I didn't want to watch Sunday Best because I miss Kim. Can y'all tag her? Kim, we miss you. Some of y'all may say we don't like you, but we miss you. I miss Kim. Kim made the show. Kim always read people to the floor. Kim kept it real in the coaching session. Kim is funny. She might be rude, but she's funny. And I miss it. And the rest of them too darn nice. And why in a gospel singing competition, and I do understand this is gospel, but let's keep it 100. Few be up there with any kind of anointment. So we judging skill and stuff, and y'all get there talking about, I felt the anointing and all that. We don't care about that. Just judge the darn show. And Kim Burrell kept it about the skill, and she kept it about the singing. Y'all there talking about, I could just want to hear all that. And why y'all take up the whole last show, putting everybody and their mama up there the same? Give the people that we have been watching all week, let them sing more on the last show. We want to see how versatile it is. In fact, do that on the next to last show before we vote. Make sure we ain't voting for a one-trick pony. Now, this is the first time I believe that I'm in 100, except for Leandra. I knew that girl sport won that year. It's somebody else. That year, what Egon Crawley won, that wasn't supposed to be. Y'all messed that one up. She can sing. She's gifted. She's good go-go. She killed grandmama's hand, but she wasn't supposed to win that. I forgot who was the second person in line. Was it Jessica Reed? No, it won't Jessica Reed. It was that, she bald head now? Latisse Crawford. Y'all messed up that whole year. I said, what is they doing? You mean, have y'all ever heard Latisse Crawford? Have y'all ever heard they messed it up this year when they got rid of Jamal. I said, what is y'all doing? You mean when I looked up that cross there and I seen Jamal and Alexis Spike's sister and seen the old woman that was up there, I mean the elder, the mature woman up there, I said, now mind you, the Spike girl can sing her face off. But how can I say? We already done heard that before. How can I say? I'm trying to say. I mean, because she has something very unique, but at the same time, something very familiar. And because it's the way that people approach these songs now, and some of these girls, they sort of sound, they got some of the same thing. And this is gospel Sunday best. On a Sunday morning service in the church and choir going, that's all right for a pretty song. But we need somebody that can sing. And Jamal could, he can do, he got a little R&B, but a little quartet. That quartet is strong up under there now. It was a blessing to me. And of course, the mature woman that won, who should have won, Stephanie was supposed to win. But I really did not think that they were going, I thought they were going to give it to the Spike girl. I was pleasantly surprised. This might be the third or fourth time that I agree with these here judges. But I miss Kim. So that's the reason why I wasn't really attending Sunday best services every week the way that I should, because I just don't want my nerves messed with because they get on them and run through them by always choosing stupidly, in my opinion. Maybe it's not stupidly. Maybe it's just opposite of what I would do. I don't know, but I don't like it. And I didn't want to put my nerves in that situation of being, ran through so quick. So I was blessed. Another reason why I was blessed, because that fine Dorinda was up there talking to Stephanie. I ain't seen nothing like that. If you can look like, I want to have Dorinda had surgery. If you can look like that, because I know Dorinda's in her 60s. That is a beautiful woman. She is beautiful. And what is about the Sunday best I was gonna say something about? I done told you about Curtis. God, Children's Place and Baby got that boy dressed. What else is it? Well, something else I'm gonna tell y'all something about the Sunday best. Leandria in the Stellar Reward show, and also she was on both shows, and also on the Sunday best. Ain't we glad that Leandria was recognized? She made that song. I'm gonna tell you what truth is. I mean, because the song without Leandria would not have won the Song of the Year. It just wouldn't happen. It's a good song, but because Leandria was going through what she was going through on Jan Van Zant at the same time, and dealing with the alcohol and wearing the ankle bracelet, it just all fell at the right time. It just drove that point of her wanting to be delivered. She was asking God to deliver her from that addiction. So that is what made that song win. Because if she hadn't been on that song, I don't know if the song would have been in that category, and it definitely wouldn't have won over Love Theory, not for me. Kurt Franklin's Love Theory. That song is a good song. Yeah. All right, let me see now. Is that all I got to say? Let me see what you got to say. All right, who wants to come on with me before I leave? Oh yeah, Krista singing with her mama. That was so nice. Let me tell you that I've always thought Erica was a great, great singer in the Mary Mary. I love the grit that's in her voice. I love that she pushes her voice to hit notes that she ain't supposed to live at, and then she got a strong head voice. The best I ever heard her sing was singing "Dear Jesus, I Love You," sitting on a stool in a blue dress. Y'all got to see if you Google that. That is Erica Campbell's best vocals ever. Jada should have won. I missed it. It left. She not going any farther than Son the Best. She's not going to go any farther than Son the Best. A lot of times the runner up. Look at Kayla, the skinny light skinned girl from last year. Her music is #1 this week. And she even had a segment on the Stellar Rewards. Who was the group with the sequins jackets on the young guys? Oh, I just was introduced to them. Somebody sent me a clip of them from IG. That didn't do good for them. Let me explain. They're better live than what we saw tonight. That wasn't that one. You didn't even get to see what they can do. I can't even think of their name, but they brothers. They blood brothers, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Kayla Richardson. Is that her name? Especially if Uncle G, what's his name? Uncle G? I can't think of him. He like one of them. He able to take your stuff to the next level. Melvin Crispell. Now this, okay, I gotta be careful what I say because I know more than what I'm saying. Okay, Lord, help me with this one now because I got to tell the truth, but I got to hold some of them. Okay, hold on. Jesus on the main line. You said, "Tell you what I want, God. I want to be led in what I say." I hope you're on this here line and you hear what I say. Help me. Is you on this line or not? Melvin Crispell. That boy can sing all he wants to. I'm just going to say that. His mama voice and his daddy playing is in his throat, married together, giving him how to approach the next part of the song. And when you look at it, I can see him think it and then execute it. The boy bad. This the part I gotta say because I just gotta keep it real. But I can't say what's not public. He is not being handled correctly. That's all I'm gonna say. So that's why I had to go to the main line, tell him what I want, because I about to say that all kinds of wrong. But he is not being handled correctly. Let me say this. The gospel music industry is already a niche industry, niche market, and small. We had 2 shows tonight and saw some of the same faces. So you already know that, it's oversaturated and there ain't much room. So, and you see him and Kayla, well, I ain't saying the girl name right, but they won the Sunday Best, but they had that much. And Titus Shower, shout out to him, who was in the same category nominated that year. That much space of singing they song, which is sort of following the indie artist model for secular music, or they do the same thing on the war show. But this is gospel. Y'all should gave them a little bit more because they already ain't got. The same core 200,000 people that buy CDs, well, probably a little bit more now called streaming. So I'm gonna say 300,000. The whole industry sharing. So give them an opportunity for people to hear them more. So take that into consideration, and then also into the fact that this boy is literally parentless. And who is in his ear, who is giving him advice. Let's suppose he got money from his parents' death, or he got $50,000 from Sunday Best. Who is helping him manage to make sure that he's handling things correctly in the business stuff? I just don't. Why is my Aunt Dot calling me? Hold on, man. Hey, Aunt Dot, I'm on live. Can I call you back? All right. All right, bye. Why in the whole hell in the heaven is somebody not? I think when these people win these rewards, especially cash prizes, and they get these opportunities, at that moment, listen to me, you're a gospel artist. Now you do what you want to do. Like Kyla and Melvin, they're on these shows, you know who they are. But I guarantee you, okay, how am I gonna say this? Because I don't want to make nobody upset, but I don't know no other way. I bet they ain't got no money. Because you become a slave. Folk know who you are, but you ain't got no money. You owned. You're a workhorse. So if you're listening to me and the opportunity to come for you to do some stuff, you might need to go find you somebody to talk to that make more money than you, that own their masters, that know the business, and ask them questions. I ain't gonna tell you to even get no entertainment lawyer first, or get a publicist first, or get a radio promoter first. No, find you somebody you can trust and ask them questions, because you about to get got. Because any of them folk you hired, they've been doing it for years. You still not gonna be in the know. I'm trying to tell you, that's the problem. That's the whole problem. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. He's not handled right, in my opinion. There were things that I heard financially that he was going through that ought not be. And not on our watch, no way. As an industry. It shouldn't be. It's a whole shame. All right. I don't know who manages Melvin Crystal. Anybody here know? No, we haven't forgot about Dathan Thigpen. I think he's doing some stuff. He was actually in the Beyonce video singing background in there, so he's still connected in the industry doing some work. So he said, yeah, somebody said my husband was given a bad deal and he dealt with a lawyer that commission had or something like that. See, this is the reason why he manages himself. See, he needs to get in contact with somebody like John P. Key. Well, he was owned. Some of his stuff was owned, but I think he owns all this stuff now. Or just Tamala Man. That's a great one. Because I think they run their own label. Well, people who know the sales side, the radio side, the booking and the gig side, reporting to Billboard and all of that. Somebody who is a industry exec unknown, but no, I can't help him. He don't have no money. I can't. Well, I ain't gonna say he got no money, but I'm talking in relative. He can't afford me. So, but that's what it needs to do. It'll be better for him to find somebody who has the knowledge, even if he don't have the money to pay them for their time. He can get into some kind of relationship with them, and where they can represent him or give him a cut or whatever he gonna get over the next 3 years. It's better to do that than be subject to those powers. That is not good. So God bless this 46-year-old Stephanie Summers. You deserve to win, but you better show nothing. Let me tell you this. You better parade. Don't you let them give you a little bop, the bop gospel song, because your voice is gospel. And we need a gospel song. I'm sick of, well, I don't ever turn on the gospel radio no more, but you know what I'm saying. Everything that come out is the boppity bop. And if it ain't the bop, it's fluffy, soft, and ain't got nothing in it. Can we please get a church song? I mean, thank God for the artists that still doing gospel music like Kurt Carr and Ricky Dillard and some of the rest of you guys. But I'm so sick of some of this stuff, I don't even know what to tell you. I mean, it's the same thing. God gonna do, He gonna bring me out. He gonna deliver me, and He gonna set you free. He gonna set us free. Oh, to lift your hands and give Him. I mean, it's the same thing. I'm like, tired. We need some gospel music, some gospel music. That's what we need, some gospel. So, what happened to Joshua Watch? See what I'm saying? He's singing. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry, y'all. I shouldn't have put the gum in my mouth, but I had a little taste in it. And I know I smacked bad, but I had a little taste in it, so I had to. This thing going so fast, I can't see what you're saying. After that little Atlanta incident with you, I was done with gospel. I'm sorry. I just can't. What little Atlanta incident with me? Tell me. I don't know what you're talking about. Tiffany Sean. Let me see if I can invite you on. Oh, no. I think I can. I'm going to inbox it to you. Tiffany Sean. Tiffany Sean. Oh, somebody said Melanie Pratt manages Melvin Crispell. Well, she's in radio. And I know she don't know. You know, yes, she do, because she used to work for is it not Gospel Centric? Yeah, she knows the industry. I mean, but that's still an industry exec. Let me explain what I'm saying. She's not although she can sing, she's not an artist. She's not an indie artist. She has a husband. She got money. She got a job that's coming in. An indie artist is broke and trying to get somewhere. So, and he probably got to pay her. I know she got to pay her. It's just not a good position to be in. I sent you a link, Tiffany. I don't know what you're talking about. You can come up here and tell me. Can somebody explain to me where's the oil? The music is changing so drastically, and I understand that we have to appeal to a certain degree to this next generation, but my faith is that we're losing substance in music, and the reason why we sing gospel in the first place. Well, and I get what you're saying, but let me say this. Yeah, gospel flavor, Derek. I said gospel centric. The thing that I want us to wrap our head around when it comes to the gospel music industry, in order for it to continue to live, it has to compete with the musicality and the lyric content of the music that's in the world. And gospel music has been inundated with church music or with praise and worship music. And that has alone killed the industry, in my opinion. There's nothing wrong with having praise and worship music, quartet music, choir music, and all of that under the umbrella of the gospel industry. But in order for some of that stuff has really been just totally taken out. But if the industry had got a strategy on how to create music for everybody, inspirational music for the whole world, then that alone could have really funded the gospel ministry in a way and kept it afloat. I mean, there's some stuff people now don't want to get into bed with gospel music, or even when it comes to gospel music shows. We might get Target, Walgreens, or like Allstate or something like that. But they just took a wrong approach. They bowed to CCM music because it was selling better than gospel. And it just really and I think there's somebody that messed up the whole industry. If you ask me, it's messed up. So and radio had a great deal to do with that because if your label has the money to pay the radio, understand what I'm saying? I'm not talking payola, but has the money to pay the radio station money, because the radio station have to make money, then your music gonna get played. So somebody that don't have the budget to compete with the dollars you giving to the radio station, their music not gonna get played. So it just change what we call gospel, what we call anointed, and what we call inspirational music, and all of that has been shaped by the machine, the radio, the celebration of gospel, still awards, and there used to be more organic growth and organic expansion that would happen. And you have programs like Bobby Jones. Bobby Jones, if he felt like he wanted you on, he would put you on. That's what he done with my group. He saw us in Jamaica sing and say, I'm putting y'all on the show. So they didn't have no choice. I think I named Coleman, last name Coleman. Ain't had no choice but to put it on and boot somebody to the side, because this is what Bobby Jones wanted to do. This is his last show. This is what he said. So I think me and Deion Kippen had to split a little piece. So, and then you would be on his show, and you can have organic growth and get gigs and sell your product and not be on radio. You still can do it now, but it's difficult. It's difficult across the whole music industry, but especially for gospel music. So it's, I'm blessed. Because let's suppose if I wanted to release music or a book or anything, there's 2,294 of you watching right now out the blue, this pop up between YouTube and Facebook. I could sell y'all something, but your typical person don't have an audience. They have to create an audience, which can take years of doing that. So the way it's set up now, they are gatekeepers, and it's a sad thing. Okay, I sent you that link, Tiffany, but you can't come on and talk to me. I'm too controversial for you. Is that what it is? Yeah, we love Bobby Jones. Okay. Well, I think I'm going then. Ain't nobody to talk to. So I will talk to you guys later tomorrow at not 7 o'clock. We're going to be discussing Lee Andrea about her first husband, this mess that he done pulled with his crazy self. I may discuss Daryl Blair. You remember him from Kurt Franklin and the Family? What you looking for? I think he led that song. But I don't know if I'm talking about that or not. I need to reach out to him first. So I ain't gonna just talk about that without talking to him. I done reached out to Leandra. There's some other stuff that's just going on in the news and the story concerning sweetie pies. May just keep it down to that, and then COVID-19 update. Start off the show with that. So I may just leave it to that, so don't be no long show. At some point in time, I got to go on vacation somewhere. I'm about dead. I've been working since I took over this show in 2018. Oh yeah, so Melanie Pratt is Melvin's manager. Yeah, she's on radio, so she knows the business. But I don't know the way things is set up. She got money already. She makes a living. He needs to call somebody and something. He can't ask nobody that. Because a lot of them people they're on, they don't know how to do stuff. Don't a bit more know how to take their ministry to the next level and get their own stuff out. See, I don't need nothing. Did y'all enjoy the Clark sisters? We're gonna always love the Clark sisters. That's even with the Denise stuff, we love the Clark sisters. But I have a problem. I know Twinkie voice is not the way it used to be. But y'all got to find something to do to make up. It is not the Clark sisters. Now, if she was passed or going on or something, that'd be one thing. But she here. Y'all make her sing. We got Twinkie is the Clark sisters all together. All Karen, you took your part of her voice. Doreen, you took her part of your voice. And y'all singing. But we got to hear Twinkie. Better give a little piece of something. Karen and the window, y'all know y'all can sing, but I still got to hear Twinkie. Even with the wobble in her throat, it don't even matter. There's gonna be too much of that going on, and we just take that. We got to hear Twinkie, even if she hit stuff don't come out right. Let her sing. I know she been sick. Tell her she got to sing. Just pull it. Let Jackie off on her like and be like her mama, like Maddie. She got to sing now. I ain't got no time for that. I'm sick of that. Time I turn around this. Time I turn around. Somebody said they would love to hear them sing Good Favor. Kurt Carr made that song. They can sing that song live, but they're gonna need some background singers. But that would be great to see them sing that song live. It would be superb. That would be great. All right. I'll see you guys on tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take a moment before you leave, hit like and share so that everybody can see this recap and review. God bless each and every one of you guys. And I want you to remember each other in prayer, because we all going through something right now, because the devil busy and our president is busy. We got the RNC this week, the Republican National and what's the face. So we got a second revival that is going on. Oh, Lord have mercy. With the presiding prelate, President Donald Trump, and the vice presider, Mike Pence, who I'm scared to death of and don't even really want to mention his name because he make me nervous. I'm gonna watch it. I don't know if I'm gonna pop up. I'm gonna post something when I see what I see. But I done seen the lineup. See, I don't like the tenor revivals where the preachers ain't good. And I done seen the lineup. I'm like, why they got this? I don't see nobody I want to hear anything from, but I'm still force myself to watch so I can talk about it. All right. See you guys later. Goodbye.